Okay, so all I've done is beat this guy at a house and home. Welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. I just played Pazak with this guy until he's like, hey, I'm out of money. You want my cards? And I said, yeah, sure. I love your cards. This place is still empty. Why are you bothering me? As I recall, we are allowed to leave the Enclave now, and I have Canderous and Mission with me. Although, actually, I do want to go back to the ship, if I can just remember where that is. Because we can develop Mission's story a little bit more. Hello, Jedi. Hey, Deezra. More like Deezra nuts. Oh, okay, Mission. I was going to talk to you inside the ship. Welcome to the Ebon Hawk. This has replaced our apartment where we lived at Boob. I say this is the women's dorm. We have the loading bay. This is where Canderous sits. Davik had a swoop bike that he left here. We have a workbench. Here's the engine. I put a steamy scene or two in here. Although it looks different than I had it in my head. That's fine. I'm right in all things. Here's the cargo hold. There's nothing in here, except for in this little compartment that we're not allowed to recognize. We learn more about that compartment on Korriban when we go there. That is the Sith planet. Here's the main hold. Yeah, I don't know what this is. That's where Juhani goes when she's here. This is the communications bay. Not a lot happens here. And here's the cockpit with the star map. This is the galaxy map, the Ebon Hawk's onboard navigational computer. When you're ready to leave Dantooine, you can use the galaxy map to travel to other planets around the galaxy. A destination is still stored in the Ebon Hawk's computer from the last trip Davik made with it. That would be Yavin 4. Although we don't see it now, Yavin 4 was originally DLC. You may recall Yavin 4 as the, in From A New Hope. That's where the rebel base was. Yavin 4 is a moon of the planet Yavin. The planet Yavin is a volcanic planet, a lot like Jupiter. They do gas mining there. And this Rhodian, whose name escapes me, has a little salvage area there where he sells some good merch. Everything there is expensive, but he will give you the best prices for anything. If you can't afford to sell stuff, to wait to sell stuff, you want to sell it there. We can also help him with some problems that he'll then sell us his top of the line merch, which includes a special lightsaber crystal. 2 of them, actually. Free computer spikes. 3. Nope. Zalbar can make us grenades. Jolie, when we get him, will make us med packs. Canderous can make us stims. This I had canon as the male dorm. Although in the second game, this is where Kreia hangs out, and she's a she-she. Where's Medbay? Here's Medbay. This ladder goes to the top of the ship, but we don't learn that until KOTOR 2, if you play the prologue, which I do.
Hey there, what can I do for you? No problem. Anything else you...
Let's talk about your brother.
I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up.
Why do you hate her so much?
My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazic. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
Did Lena dump him?
I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
Maybe she actually liked Griff.
I saw Lena for what she really was, a busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were going to try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
Maybe something happened to him.
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Terrace, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope.
Okay, have it your way.
Yeah, what do you want?
War stories, please.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
So what was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
What happened next?
The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks
That's half a
disengaged
ruler,
on my droid,
for the record.
I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
Who were you fighting?
I don't remember. It doesn't matter anyway. That world's dead now. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
I want a war droid.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
Nope.
Your choice. Yeah, what do you want? Your choice.
He'll have more stories upon level up.
Mission, is that you?
You ever notice
It's
how
me,
Mission is the only
Lena,
Twi'lek who
remember?
really wears
I was dating
clothes?
your brother back on Terrace.
Lena,
Yeah, that is great, Alizel.
what are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat. Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails
That
will
guy
fall
doesn't
off.
care. He just walked right through this tense family moment.
Why are you acting this way?
You took her brother away and left her all alone on Terrace.
You've got your facts a little backwards. Mission could have come with us if she wanted to. It was her choice to stay behind.
You liar. Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Why should we believe you, Lena?
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
So where is Griff now?
Still on Tatooine, as far as I know. Not that I really care anymore. And if Mission was smart, she'd forget about that no-good con artist.
But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist. If he was here to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
You don't make a fortune in the mines on Tatooine. You don't. We'll learn that later.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Let's talk about your brother.
Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is Bantha Poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's free of her clutches.
That means
I'd like to go
horseshit.
speak to the Circa Corp rep on Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again.
We'll find him.
I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble when we do.
If we had started right after her, we could have chased. See, there she is. Hey, get back here. Get back here. This isn't over. Excuse me. This isn't over. This isn't over. Where are you going? Hey. Don't you disappear out that door.
The council has decreed you may come and go as you...
Ugh. People always disappear on me. They don't have anything to say. Nemo does.
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with?
I've been given a task by the council.
Indeed. What is it you would like from me?
What do you know of the Tainted Grove?
The council has told you nothing of the grove?
I know it's tainted by the dark side.
Do not be so quick to judge circumstances about which you are ignorant. Not everything may be as transparent as you would believe. The grove can be found to the south and east in the plains, but be wary of Cathounds. They may be agitated by the power in the grove. Is there something else I can help you with?
Tell me about Dantooine.
Very well.
The store is inside, but
Ah, you can find 2 stores here at the Enclave. The supply store is run by a Twi'lek named Kratos Yurkel, a talkative being with a big chip on his shoulder, but generous despite that. The droid repair facility is managed by Carol Carr, a bit brusque perhaps, but a good being nonetheless. We have shared many a game of Bazak in the small hours of the morning.
I
Is there
can't play him,
something
though.
else I can help you with?
Tell me about you.
About me? I am truly flattered. What is it you wish to know?
Who are you?
As I have said, I believe, my name is Nemo. I am here by the will of the Jedi Council.
You're a Jedi?
Indeed, my young friend.
As if that
I
wasn't
am.
obvious when he
I
mentioned
have
the Force.
served the Council for many years, and have seen many apprentices pass through this enclave.
Are you a member of the Council?
I think perhaps you place an undue importance on rank and hierarchy. Understandable, but regrettable also. We each serve in our place, high or low. Is there something else I can help you with? Very well. Ah, yes, those caves. Kinreth spiders infest the places. They are attracted by the colors and heat given off by the crystals, I think. It is a pity. Is there something else about me?
What do you do here?
I am here by the will of the Jedi Council. I serve the good and, hopefully through that, the people of the Republic. Is there something else? Very well. Ah, the supply store. The droid repair. Is there something about me?
What kind of a name is Nemo, anyway?
The importance you put in a name is misleading, young one. You, of all people, should remember that. Is there something else I can help you with?
Why did he say that? The importance you place in a name is misleading. You, of all people, should know that. Why did he say that?
I hope your time is...
They have a mission for us.
Greetings, friend.
I don't know if the council's waiting for you.
Oh, I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance?
This actor's name is Ethan Phillips.
My name is Gar. Me and my fine wife, Rilke, here,
A pleasure.
live on one of the northern farms.
I know him because he's in Star Trek Voyager.
The Mandalorian problem has been getting really bad of late, and we're here to ask the Jedi Council to help.
Mandalorians.
Ever since the Republic beat them years ago, little groups have been roaming all over the place.
They're pathetic. They're taking scraps when they should be taking worlds.
With the Sith invasion, the Republic doesn't have the manpower to hunt them down. The Jedi are even worse off because Malik has been hunting them specifically. They're worried that he might even be supporting these raiders, so don't want to face them directly. That puts us in a kind of hard situation. Is there anything else I can help you with?
You mentioned calf hounds.
Recently, the cat hounds have been acting much more aggressively. They've even attacked some of the settlers. Those Mandalorian raiders have been milking the outlying farms dry, too. I hear John got hit really bad. Too bad about his daughter.
He should have been protecting her better if he wanted to keep her.
Mandalorian beast. Some of us don't like
Racist.
fighting and killing and butchering as much as you. I'm not sure exactly what the council will do about it, but we need some help with this. I only hope they'll listen to me. Is there anything else you
I
require?
wonder how they know he's Mandalorian just by looking at him.
Farewell, then. May the Force be with you. Is that how it goes? Yes. May the Force be with you.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
Mandalorians were all beaten.
No. They've been raiding planets across this sector and farms around here often. You Jedi have left them alone because they haven't harmed you. But they steal our property, destroy our land. And worse, those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter.
You should have protected her better. And you call yourself her father.
And what am I supposed to do against a dozen Mandalorians and Duros? Nothing. There was nothing I could do. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no.
They killed her?
There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
I'm not a Jedi yet.
But you have been accepted into the Order. Yours is the authority of the Jedi. I will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
I don't have any option but to kill them. There's no peace. I wonder if he was supposed to have information and just doesn't. This goes to the lower level of the Enclave, which we don't see until KOTOR 2. Oh, ooh. Trust me. Hello, husband.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see?
Your companion.
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... Could he have been kidnapped?
It is possible.
Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Cathhounds. But no, Cathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No, it must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Could it have been opened from the inside?
Well, yes, it could have. But he had no reason to run away. His programming...
A droid.
Well, yes, he is a droid. But he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him.
Yes, T3, I understand you're concerned about him too.
He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
You live alone with this droid?
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
I'll help you find him.
Thank you. Thank
She
you,
fucks
Master
that
Jedi.
droid.
If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
She fucks that droid. So we can do one of three things. We can tell the droid to return to her. We can kill the droid and tell her the droid was destroyed. Or we can destroy the droid and not tell her. but none of those are the option yet. Ah, Adam Larp. He's a weapons seller, and he is in the second game. You're not heavily armed, or at least not heavily armed enough. Noble, are you? Pornibo. Katon chicha. Aki inkotune. Chula mulira. You're trying to sell me something, aren't you? Let me see what you're selling. Yeah, it's some pretty good stuff, but I can't afford it. I won't be able to afford it until much later. Poppy! These are calf hounds. Oops, mission's gonna die.
Here it is! You're dead. Here it is! You're dead. Fuck.
Just die already! What?
Yeah?
What?
Why is it echoing? We are not inside. Help, I'm being oppressed. Now, we can't do anything with these ruins at the moment. But these are the ones we saw in the dream. This heavy stone door is sealed. The door is too thick to be cut through with a lightsaber. Okay then, let's go south. If our options are south or south, I say south. Welcome to the Matale grounds. Matale is the name of the guy who's in that room, like, why are you bothering me?
Oh, you'll never get me!
Here it is!
Thanks, Canderous.
What?
Huh?
Yeah?
Canderous, you useless lesbian.
What?
Thanks. It's a laser sword. How do you keep avoiding it? F. Girly.
Just die already! What?
You can see, I really like that power. But it doesn't work if you're wearing armor. Which is why I got naked in the middle of a field. Interromine de fine. The Matala estate is where most of Dantooine in KOTOR 2 happens. Of course, we can't do anything with it now because Alan Matale is still back in the Enclave. We can cross that bridge if we want to become a detective for like a hot minute. Yeah, alright. Maybe not. Maybe we don't get to be a detective just now. Ah, Mandalorians.
You've been holding out on us again. If you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Why would you do that?
What?
Mission, you need to be hitting him from behind.
Huh?
I'm here.
Mission has a special ability called Sneak Attack, where if you're attacking from behind, you get an advantage. Wow, $6. Maybe I'll go to the movies by myself. I love the flying stingrays. They make me so happy. Hey, girly. No, no, no. You're supposed to jump. No, 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 no. Girly. Ugh.
Here it is!
What?
What?
Here we are in the grove. Oh, here's the guy. Alright, let's go be a cop. What do you want? The sounds in this game are really not well balanced. I'm sorry, have you mistaken me for a Jedi Sentinel? These three men, Victim and the two guys standing, were all in the field together before the clouds broke. I find that very odd, for most people would seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds, as it was earlier today. But that is not the most puzzling aspect of the case. The dead man, Calder Nedick, was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. A rifle was found lying near the body with bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave for analysis. Two other men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Handon Gould. He was unarmed. The other was Rickard Lusoff, who was carrying a hunting rifle laser. Both men say they did not do anything, and that they came across the body. But both also accuse the other. Obviously, there is more to this than what we have been told. Anything else I should know? There was one last thing. When I arrived, Handon was holding his side, and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. You would do well to remember this as we progress through the case. If there's anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate
Twi'lek.
no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
No.
Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there.
They're
All of a sudden,
both
I heard a
different
shot
kinds of
coming from over here.
assholes.
I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river. And I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
God forbid a girl opens Discord.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kordanetic, Ricard Lusov, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What do you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the plains.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calfhounds,
They're kind of like deer, is my understanding.
There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calfhounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Get out of my way. You all are in my way, all the time. I wasn't trying to leave. I was trying to get around my friends.
Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bonqualeo gondonan chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Ta kunjus tak miki grabulmogo. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Muchashat pakant.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
I'll ask you something else.
So, what do you want?
Why would someone want to kill him?
You Jedi are so predictable. Always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this
That
is
doesn't
causing
answer
you
my
so
question.
much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Baluk guy. So, what do you...
Baluk said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
That's all for now.
Right.
How can I be of further assistance?
Do you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But Merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? How can I be of further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him.
I'm sorry, How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further... I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. Yes, quite often. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind as... Of course.
So, what... I told you already, didn't I? Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot and pow! Now I don't have nothing. So. Right.
I've never heard him grumble. That was nice.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about Calder and Handon.
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
If you were to recall, Handon doesn't like speeders.
According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
Not right now.
Very well. I will...
Runda diho donga kun hunkabi. Kachi kun itaho donga. Runda diho donga kun hunkabi.
They're both lying.
Kachi kun itaho donga. Runda diho donga kun hunkabi. Jeda badawana ni dibo tong hait wam jiji jum lumpa. Nita. Runda di.
He's getting on my nerves.
Kachi kun itaho donga. Ta kumju stak miki grabul mogo. Kachi chu itabo donga. Kachi kun itaho donga. Mucho shot bakant.
So, what do you want to know?
What about the weapon? You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Okay.
Right.
How can I be of further assistance?
You know Calder better than you admit.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
Yet.
Of course, of course.
All right.
How can I be of further...
Forgot to ask him about this.
Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not... normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Neddick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less.
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I was just out running. How can I be of further... That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Nope.
Of course, of course.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Lunda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Ka chi kun ida donga. Muchashat bakat.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived.
Enclave.
The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
So, what do you want to know? Well, right.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? Of course.
Tong abo sha umnina. Lunda di. Lunda dijo donga kun hunkabi.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jidu badawana nidibobo. Dong na bung sha ninunya. Ka chi kun ida donga.
Rickard killed Calder for cheating him in business. While shooting Calder, he must have also hit Handon by accident. They're both guilty. Handon admitted that Calder was having an affair with his wife. Admitted is spelled wrong.
Tong hait wam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongualeo gondonan chuchut. Kachi chu damn you.
Damn both of you.
Ta kunjus takniki grabumogo.
They both did it.
Ta bodunga. Dolpa bank waleo ganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bola wana chikne.
Kachi kun ita hodonga.
Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikui.
Oh! We must have come from this way? But we came from the... Oh! No, everything just appeared on the bridge around us. Oh!
This is what I knew.
Oop. Bandos. Alright, where was I? Candaris, what are you doing? Oh.
Yeah?
He's got it. Mission, he's got it. He's... You must use the Force. You must use the Force. I believe that datapad says something like show new items. Kalinord's kills, that's useless. Jarg went missing in Sector B, then Riza saw someone moving south of there. Take a couple troops and find out who it is. They look suspicious, terminate. That's me. I'm suspicious. I need to get some more med packs.
Achuta, ronda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Kachi kun jedabadawana nidi.
I believe I've already talked to you, though.
Achuta. Jedabadawan muchashak.
Here, have a data pad. Lord knows I don't want it. Not too much I can sell, it would seem. Rip. Okay. Oh god, can I level up? Thank you, Candaris, for continuing to shoot at me. Let's go meet our humble lesbian.
I will be your doom!
You're not really that quick at stasising people, huh? Hey! That's not fair. Only I'm allowed to use items.
You
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Why did you attack me?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
You embraced the dark side. Why?
When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
You slew your master.
Yes. I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I was sent by the council to cleanse the taint from this grove.
The council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved?
I have no desire to kill you, Juhani.
Lies. Leave me and come back when you have the courage to finish your task.
And I think that's it for... No, it's not. I lied. Hang on. So we met the local lesbian.
What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
To talk.
Talk? You who have beaten me so easily just want to talk? I do not believe it. Kill me now while you still have the power.
I have no desire to kill you.
You do not? I am pathetic. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
Come now, Juhani. You're a beautiful young woman who has much talent.
I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. You seem to know just what affects me. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
It is not your fault, Juhani.
I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. I think, in my own way, I truly loved her. How can the council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable.
Do not worry, Juhani. They'll surely take you back.
The council may forgive a lot, but not this. I am lost. Even though I would repent, there is nowhere left for me to go. Leave me to my hopelessness.
If my persuasion doesn't work, I can just use the Jedi Code on her.
I do not know what to do.
It's not your fault.
I only wish if she were, I think, how can the council...
They'll take you back.
The council... I am lost. Leave me to my hope. I do not know. I only wish if she were, I think, how can the... I should convince them that I am truly repentant. That I am willing to forsake the dark side. And maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I've done?
Of course they would.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. If only there was some way I could make this up to you. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
Yeah, get out of here. Pappy. quick heal.
You'll never get me.
No, I do want to get my... Yeah, if I go back now, I can get the Jedi robe. Yeah, yeah. Look at that big-ass pocket of mine. Big pocket. Yes, I know they call it a holster. Do I look like I care? I'm a Jedi.
You have done a great thing. One of our own had strayed, but you have returned Juhani to the Order. For this, you deserve the highest praise.
Thanks.
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order. I have spoken to the Council, and they have helped me see the truth. The truth about myself, and the truth of my actions. Quatra's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quatra wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light.
That's pretty harsh.
Quatra's methods may seem strange, but I trust her wisdom. This lesson has been difficult, but I am better because of it. Humility is never easy to teach, but now I truly understand my own limitations.
You can't expect to get everything handed to you on a silver platter.
After our last battle, Quatra had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, Quatra knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're not getting hung up on all this. The past is in the past, you know?
Giving you a second chance like this is a clear sign of weakness. Sometimes I find it hard to believe the Jedi could defeat my people in battle.
I do not know what the
Calm down,
Council
Canderous.
but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Oh, wait.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side. as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our order.
Thanks. Yay. Oop. Hello, husband.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
A Jedi must ever be seeking knowledge. What is it you wish to know?
Why don't you guys ever sit down? What can you tell me about Bastila?
Bastila will be a great Jedi someday. Even among the Masters and the Council, it is rare to find one so skilled in the art of battle meditation. Bastila was there when Revan was slain. Did you know that?
Karth mentioned something about it.
Bastila herself does not like to talk about it. She was accompanying the strike team that confronted Revan when the Dark Lord was destroyed. Her role in the death of such a promising young Jedi as Revan upset her greatly. But Bastila knew she had to set her personal feelings aside for the sake of the galaxy and the Republic. The Force is strong with her now, and without her skill in battle meditation, we would have lost this war long ago. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you.
I demand justice! The Sandral family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
Is there anything else I should know?
These two families have been settled here for some years now.
And causing me no end of trouble.
Indeed. They have been settled here for some time, and feuding ever since.
What caused the feud?
I do not know how the original feud started, but they want nothing to do with each other. As you may have heard, Alan Matale believes that his son, Shen, has been kidnapped by Nurik Sandral.
Curiously, Nurik's son Cassus has been missing for some time as well. I fear Nurik may suspect Alan in this.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Ooh. Where are they settled?
Both families have settled to the south of this enclave. The Matales are the closer of the two. Both have similar estates, but Alan is much more paranoid about his, and guards it quite heavily. Is there anything else you wish to know?
Which families?
The Sandrals live far to the south. The head of that family is Nurik Sandral. He is a stern man, but I believe him fair. Under the present circumstances, though, who knows? Alan Matale can be much more unstable. He is convinced of his own importance and can be a most oppressive individual at times. He lives closer to the Enclave, but still to the south. Is there anything else you wish to know?
I shall investigate this immediately.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course. But the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time. Something which carries its own rewards. What can I do?
You can get leveled up for starters, honey.
What?
And I think that is it for now. Thank you for watching.